rolling. I'm thinking. I see the little green light. The other ones have been recorded on my desktop or my laptop, but again, it's Wondershare. Phil Moore going to be working regularly and consistently. Oh, of course not. So again, as you can see, we have one player left to register. While we're waiting, other type of tournaments you can get. You can look at high stakes. Those go up to, I don't know, just like 200, so it's not like mega stakes or anything. Medium, so you can get up to, I think, $200 games is basically where you get to. And so as you can see, I went to make a tournament video yesterday. I lost a $3 game and won a $3 game. So again, $3 in, $9 out. It's actually $3.30. $3 for the tournament and 30 cents for Bovada. So, I don't know, pretty decent business model. So now we have the game fired up. So the screens might be a little funky on the sizing. Let's make this bigger. And how do I float on top for my screen recording? Fours, pocket fours, first hand, we will be playing. How do I? QuickTime player. And now I think it's view, float on top. Boom. So now I'm floating on top. How do I make this window bigger? So you can see more poker and less of me. Don't want to mess something up. Sorry. There we go. There's a little less of me, which is good. So again, I probably should have just done the selected screen and done it down here, but I like to see the details in the chat if anyone's chirping. But we should be good. We should be rocking and rolling. First attempt. Again, I did a couple test runs before starting a tournament. There we go. There's some more poker. Now we can float on top. And then if I bring myself down a little more, then I can still see the chat and whatnot. So there we go. And so this camera, perfect. So now you can see my cute face if you want to look at me. I got some pimples rocking these days with my bald head. Just got done doing some yard work today. And there's some couple good pimples. Pimple Brad, nice. I never really had bad acne. I had pimples like everybody else, but not super bad. So this should be, what are we doing? Is something going on here? Okay, we're just going slow. It can be laggy sometimes. But yeah, I did a whole tournament yesterday, won. It's pretty interesting gameplay, but now where's the chat or, I don't know. Flush draw showing, 4 people in, opening hand, let's play it. I played well yesterday. Maybe just over here to the side. No, why can't I go to details? What's going on here? What? I'm not sure. Oh, got the pot. Alrighty. So I like to see, it's just all, so it's all stacked on top. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so I just expanded the window and then the details are right there and the chirping's right here. Even better. Cool beans. Trying out some new tech. Got back on the yard work today. 5-8 offsuit. Big blind. We'll check through. We'll fold a raise. But yeah, won a $3 game. Lost a $3 game yesterday. This camera's 1080p. So it's funny. I was watching a flush draw, shitty straight draw on the 3-4. I'd have to hit a couple gut runners to have a straight draw. 6-7. Or just 6-7 or 6-2. 70 definitely out. And so I was looking at different editing softwares. I was watching the pod, the Full Send pod with the Nelk boys and Bradley Martin. So he folded out. Doesn't show his hand. We don't know what he had. 3-9 suited, small blind, will play. But they were talking about, hey, did you ever edit a video on iMovie? I'm currently editing movies on iMovie. I'm a paying customer of Wondershare. That shit would ever work. That's hit or miss for real, and it's been crashing. Again, I used like the 8th version for years and never had a single video be corrupted during conversion. Never had to worry about it. Click convert, could go do other things and come back and the video would be done. Upgraded to the 11th version and now it just crashes, freezes. It had done all right with the with the screen record button shove out. But that's what happened yesterday. Is I had the poker game fired up, the initial interface for the Wondershare pulled up, which you can do with like a new project, the screen record, audio detection, and then I hit screen record tool, and it shows it's loading, and then there's no screen pops up. So another day, new problems. Sweet. Ace 4, low card, offsuit, don't like it, out. So went over to iMovie because it's free with Mac, and it actually works pretty well. Again, 5, 7, 8, all offsuit. What's that? That was a decent size raise. I think it was 70. So straight draw, either top pair, inside straight draw, or like open-ended straight draw. I guess is a pair or a 6. Doesn't show, don't know. There's a 6, 1 card straight draw. Would have seen a bigger, interesting bet. Jack King, let's get it. Yeah, on the tournament I won yesterday, I had quad queens. I don't think I played the hand, but I get quads, and I don't say a ton of amounts, but I've had quads more than 10 times playing in the past several years. So 70 Jack King, and I wanted to try out this. I think the camera on this one is a 1080p, so I think you get full HD off the Mac camera, so I wanted to try it out. 5, 8, 8, a lot of people in the hand early in the tournament with a good size raise. Is a 3.5 raise, 70 off of 20. So here's a big bet, certainly out. No need to carry on with the hand from here. And so that's either a 5, or that's a pocket 8 full house, or that's a pocket pair that he thinks he can take the board. My guess is if he would have hit a full house or triple 5s, he'd be slow playing it a little more. So you come out with an aggressive bet like that, and you have pocket queens. Well, then you might have the dude with the pocket 8s full house, or the 5 for the 3 of a kind. But you're gonna find out immediately. They'll certainly call a re-raise, or they'll all fold out. Or if you limp into the hand with a weaker bet, then they can slow play you easily, and you don't get an indication. If like the guy with I'm assuming let's say he had pocket queens. So if he limps into the hand, and a lot of things can change the dynamics. So that looks like someone who has a dominant pair that wants to take the hand aggressively before something else happens. And then maybe see if somebody has the 8 or the 5. Because to me, if he had the 8 or the 5, that's too big of a bet to draw anybody else in. So, but I want to try out the 1080p. Yeah, I did my yard work this morning. As you can see up here, it's 11:30. Did some yard work. Did the lawn mowing. Did the trimming. Did the blower, the air blower to clean the stuff up. Had a small scare today. Thought I might have blown up my house. But just doing the weed whacking, again, you have like your gas meter, and then your like electric reader. And so there was this wire, and I was just weed whacking, and then like the gas pipes, I'm in a solid copper, a big metal thing, so I know what that is. But then I just see this, and there's like a good amount of brush. Again, I'm a new homeowner, not trying to fuck anything up too bad. So a 3 raise and a call, no indication. Some draw, some pocket pair. We'll see if we come back with a big bet. Nothing. Might be slow playing. Here's a big bet. Again, bets on the turn are always something to me. So 2 raise, 4 initiated the call after the turn. Now we might have triple 4s if we have a really low hand. Might see a big bet or check through. So king high, my guess is 2 is looking at 4 as a value bet. But again, if you're betting after the turn, you almost certainly have something. King, top pair with a queen kicker. So now we have some rockets. Rockets! So call. But yeah, so I was, again, a good amount of brush outside by my gas reader in this big metal pipe. And I'm weed whacking around there, and I'm cautious. No flush draw. Only thing out there, again, the two pairs, 3 of a kinds always. But here, hopefully somebody else bets and I can call. If not, I will check through. But so I'm weed whacking around, being cautious, being careful, not being reckless at all. So small bet, we'll just call here. And I see this like yellow wire. Perfect. 2 people stay in the hand. I tell you this like yellow wire, and it's like disconnected. Some of you are like, oh shit, did I just disconnect the gas line to my house, and now I'm gonna blow up? And so if I blow up midstream, you know what happened. It was Brad with the weed whacker. So now, again, we have a straight draw out there, a bigger bet. Rockets, I like it. 2 pair, 3 of a kind. Could get reckless, could get slumped early. Good chance to take the hand. 3 people, 4 people in. I'd like to see the river. 6s. So no flush draw. The straight draw's out there. They're full house, 2 of a kind. Again, like rockets, not in any way convincing top hand. Could be the top hand. Big bets out there. Hopefully we check through to the pot. I will be checking because I just want to see. So now we have a shove. Again, could call. I don't like it. I'm guessing a straight. I'm guessing a straight or even a full house with the 6. So big bet to carry on with the 270. But if I hit an ace or something there, 9-7, there's the straight as expected. So good fold. And I'd even been more apt to call that if it was just one person versus one person. But when you have 3 people out there and somebody's shoving, that's guaranteed to be a dominant hand. And it would have been easy for me to be like, oh yeah, pocket rockets. But again, it's always, you have to maintain the probabilities throughout the tournament or throughout just a given hand. So good fold by me. Well played by 8. Probably unfortunate for 3. My guess is he had triple 6s. You had a 6 on the river. You're going to be very, very hard to fold that. And again, even going against a straight draw, staring a straight draw directly in the face, you're going to be like, eh. So we have a fold there. I will call. I have middle. Oh, I don't have pair. I thought the 9 was an 8, so I'm folding. I was about to call on middle pair without a middle pair. So aces should take it. Yeah, ace low card hits the pair. Not a bad shove with it. He had middle pair with the 7, I believe. Ace queen suited. So again, looking for those new dynamics. But again, poker, I've been playing for years and have yet to run out of things to say or situations where I'm not exceedingly convinced or unconvinced about what to do. So I think we're rocking and rolling. I don't think there's any. I think this is just quick time. So I think it's free. I think we shouldn't run out. Just like a time limit. So a lot of people in the hand. No flush draw. No straight draw. Any big bets, I'm out. But so I see this yellow wire by my gas thing. I'm like, I think I just might have blown up my house or just like initiated the, Mark Wahlberg shooter when he's blowing up the house after he murks all the dudes for the bullshit in Africa, and then he busts open the gas line and blows up the house. I'm like, oh, did I do that to myself? So ace queen suited, fold and show. But then I looked it up. It's what's called a tracer wire. So whenever they bury a pipe, they bury a wire with it so people can find it quickly. So I don't think that wire is connected to anything. So again, there was no and again, I didn't think my initial intuition was like a weed whacking string going real fast. Would it be able to cut copper? Maybe. But didn't seem to make sense. But then when I looked at the ground, hand weeded, pulled out all the stuff, and there was just no, if I cut a wire, the other half of the wire would be somewhere, and I couldn't see anything. So 3-4, sorry for slow play, talking about weed whacking. And I also saw it advertised on the internet as weed eater. I don't know, here in Columbus, Ohio, we've always called it weed whacking. Gotta whack the ops. Gotta slump the ops for the hubelos. So decent sized bet, nothing. Not gonna call it inside straight draw. Someone has a pair. There's a 2, that's a straight. One of them has a straight for sure. Flush draw, could easily draw on a straight or could check through. Someone's got a 2. 4 is like that. That's a 2. Or might be in a flush. Now we have a flush versus a 1-card straight draw. Someone's definitely got a straight, maybe even hit the flush on the turn or on the river. Well, I wish I would have called so we would have been able to see. Of course, you don't show, so you don't know, but that's almost certainly hits a 2, and then maybe flushes up even past the straight, or the guy with the straight is just like, now that there's a flush out there and a big bet, I'm not going to carry on. If I had the 2, would I call that on a river flush potential? Probably. I'd go 60% chance you're going to get me to call that. If I had the 2 straight. 3-5 is a low blind. Or small blind, and the blinds are still relatively low. Hits a straight, awesome. Flops a straight, going to check through, no flush draw, perfect. So again, I have the top hand right now. Hopefully we neutralize any higher straights. So 1 bet call, hopefully everybody calls. But hopefully now we get like a queen or an ace. So hopefully somebody out there with that bigger pair maybe hits it. A jack, that will work. So now I will check again. 1 bet to 30, 8 might come back with a little more as a big stack. I'm thinking I have the top hand convincingly. 8's betting progressively as the big stack. Hopefully we neutralize any flush draw. Perfect. So now but then I take 2 pairs and 3 of a kinds with the straight. So now I want to bet. I want to bet substantially. If I check here, I expect him to bet, but I don't want to risk him not betting. So I'm going to throw in 180. Hopefully he raises me. I'll do 240. Hopefully he raises me. See, and that's a bet sizing thing. It's like he bet big on the turn. Well, he bet a 4-bet after calling a 30 on the flop. So that's just a sizing whatever I think I can get out of him. If I thought I could have shoved and got everything out of him, I would have shoved. But wanted to take a little bit more down, did so. Back to starting chip stack. So poker, sweet. A good hand all around. 2-5 suited, like it, not on a 3 raise. So yeah, my yard work is done. But yeah, I don't think my house is gonna blow up. I think it was just the tracer wire, which is just like an indicating tool for a pipe. So I guess you learn something new every day. Like I said, I like doing yard work. Ace 7 flush draw. Almost certainly hits the ace there. Either a convincing flush draw. Again, the 2 pair, 3 of a kind. That's always out there. That big of a bet. He wants to take the pot. If he had a pocket pair, I don't think you'd be betting that big with an ace showing. So a lot of these tournaments, you can get people to start showing their cards as well, which you can provide more commentary to see if your predictions are actually correct. But you can finally see the other side of my office where I have pictures that I still have not hung up. 5 jack flush draw, checking around the board with just 1 bet calls. So here looks like a value bet. Even with nothing, I would call this pretty much from anybody. Meaning even being 9 the low stack. So if 9 has had something, you check through. 1 has nothing. 9 might bet to take the pot. That's what I'd do if I was 9 here, is bet a little bit. Or if he has literally nothing, he's just going to check through. So 1 has either a tiny pair or nothing. Oh, he had 2 pair at the end. So interesting betting from both. And both hitting ace on the river. An ace low card, I'm not going to bet a lot. But after a value bet and a check on the turn, I'll probably bet at 9. And then certainly as 1 with a 2 pair, I would have come back and bet something. So I don't know. Maybe they were just both uneasy and just trying to see the cards. That betting didn't really make sense to me. But I am enjoying my Mac. Get a little, this is my first Mac computer. Get a little learning curve. Just trying some new stuff. Functionality is all about the same. Maybe a command or control key over here, and maybe your icons on the right side of the screen over here. But hopefully this works well. I don't end up just talking to myself for another hour, but I talk to myself all day, so it is what it is. It is what it is. My office doesn't have an overhead light in it. Luckily, the screen and there's a window right behind my computer, so I get good light on my face, but there's no light on in this room. So 3-6, low pair. I'll throw in something. Shitty flush draw, shitty extendo straight draw. Maybe hit a 2 pair, maybe a 3 of a kind, maybe have everyone fold. 3 of a kind, bomb-o. So now gets it good because now I can almost borderline feign, just trying to maybe I value bet or maybe I'm progressive betting. This still looks progressive because I bet the same size. Now you have a decent straight draw with 4-6, but I'm gonna bet what I think I can get. Go 150. Nothing super convincing. Hopefully he calls, maybe a raise. So took the pot again. Could have betting bigger. That might be the theme. That might be the title for this video. Could have betting bigger. But took down the pot. King, queen suited. Came back from a little. Again, way too early in the turn to be low or high stack, except for the dude that got slumped. A moment of silence. So, nice hand. Thanks, man. I'll call that. We'll shoot a thanks. I'm pretty friendly. Again, I wish you could actually type stuff. But typically after the first nice hand thanks, I'm pretty much done. King, queen, 2 pair. Dude raised. Looking good. Small bet. He might have an ace draw or even ace rocket or pocket rockets. So, but now we have a flush draw. So now my 2 pair looks a little weak. He checks it. I'm going to bet back. Again, try to avoid that 1 card flush draw. Now I'm going to have to check on a great 2 pair. Hopefully take the pot. So, good raise from him. I'm never going to, well, I don't say never, nunca, but on that, again, after a big raise pre-flop, ace-jack, doesn't hit on the river or doesn't hit on the flop. I hit the 2 pair. He's going to be checking, doesn't connect, and his ace is now neutralized. The 1 card flush, 2 card flush, I would have been betting what I thought I could get. 1 card flush, I'd simply check. Those one card flushes really change the dynamics for me. Really neutralizes quite a bit. And again, off of almost a 4 raise from 8, and then and then I hit a 2 pair. It would have been better if he would have hit the ace and then bet again. Because again, you can't see a 2 pair coming, and if you're the unfortunate man or lady to raise pre-flop and somebody else hits the 2 pair 3 of a kind, your number's up. It's coming. It's coming. The slump is on the way. So 9-7-2. I think there was a raise. That's why I folded. I like King 5. And after this video, but yeah, the conversion times, big bet. Sorry, I didn't see the initial betting. So 1 or 2 cards straight, no flush, checking through, draws. Yeah, draw from 8 and 5, hit the 10 on the river, just wants to get the pot. Ace 6 with a small enough blind, last blind at these levels, I will play. It's a nice little comeback from the 900,000 chip level to the 2100. Game's moving along fine. We've had a slump, got some good dynamics. Ace 6 middle pair with ace kicker. And I like hitting this board a lot more than ace queen king. So checks through. I'm gonna make a convincing bet, try to take it more than the pot. Middle pair ace kicker, flush draw or no flush draw, straight draw, but trying to take the pot. If somebody's slow playing something, they could re-raise me and I'd be out, or they could call me and I probably wouldn't bet again. They both fold, take the pot, get some more chips. Would have hit 2 pair, and then probably would have checked. If somebody would have called that, I would have checked to look like I was just trying to take the pot as after the flop. Hopefully they bet and then re-raise on the river. So 1 raise as a big blind, 4-6 I'm out. Okay, you can see my pictures. I have a picture of some back here. I have some landscape. I have the solar system and a picture of a deer. Oh no, stuff I saw at IKEA and I was like, I don't know, I'd put that in the deer thing I bought way back in Philly. It's hilarious watching podcasts. I watched whoever runs Lyrical Lemonade on the Full Send. Yeah, nothing against the Full Send dudes. It's just their flow has not been super great when I try to watch some episodes. Well, I like Bradley Martin as a lifter. He was certainly on my radar in the lifting days. Bradley Martin, best lifter I've seen. 10-5, low blind I will play. Most dominant lifter I have seen in terms of form, strength, all things considered, is Clarence Kennedy. Like he's either Irish, Scottish, somewhere in that region. But I've been subscribed to his channel forever. But anyone in the YouTube, Instagram, lifting community would know about that dude. He posted a 418-pound snatch the other day. I think probably at 100 kilogram body weight, 220 pounds. It's just, and 220 was like my peak weightlifting. I'm just thinking about 418-pound snatch is just like, that South Park meme with Cartman at his computer, like how. Everybody knows you don't go to the gym to get girls, Andrew Tate. You go to the gym, and once you're past a moderate lifter, you're just trying to impress the other gym bros because girls don't give a fuck. that is certified facts. So big bet, looking like a straight 2 pair. I'm guessing a straight or a convincing 2 pair. Or 3 of a kind. Oh, just top pair. So a convincing bet with top pair pocket. Not a bad bet. Took the pot. And again, as a conservative player, the only thing I'd be thinking is maybe a straight. But again, inside straight draw. There's player 5 with the nice hands. What a great courteous poker player. But 59-7, yeah, let's play some poker. Clarence Kennedy. Who are those? Some other ones. Eric Lillibridge, George Lehman. That dude moved to like Korea or something. Hope he's not dead. Who are the other ones? The Lillibridges, Lehman, Clarence Kennedy, John Hack. Ooh, triple nines. So convincing hand. I will fake a value bet. So I'll bet 50 here. Hopefully somebody calls, and then I will check on the turn. Hopefully somebody calls. And not insta-folds. So now hopefully I get filled up. No flush draw. Liked it. Less likely for a flush at all. Still possible with the queens. And now I'm going to look. Hopefully he bets thinking I have a value bet on the flop. Does it work? I think it is going to work. And now I'm going to re-raise him all in and try to take everything he's got. Make sure. And if you want to raise somebody all in, make sure you get enough chips to raise them all in. So hopefully this works. Oh, 3 of a kind. Well played. And that's just unfortunate for me. Again, 3 of a kind higher off card. So, good hand. Pocket 6s. Well played. Agreed. I think I played well. I think 9 played well. And so, again, 9 there. Again, because like I said, I tried to fake the value bet. And so when he comes out with 250, he's betting what he thinks I will call. So my strategy worked exactly against my favor. But well played. I thought well played hand by both. I happen to be the loser. Sad tragedy. So 6s neutralized by 10. Ace flush draw out there. A lot of people in the hand. I will be folding. After this. But saying some comments on the iMovie. They were ragging on it on the full send. I was talking about some lifting dudes. Yeah, anybody else really? I'm sure I'm missing 1 or 2, but any big lifter you've seen on Instagram or YouTube was certainly the time frame that I would know their names. But I think all in all, Clarence Kennedy is the most impressive lifter I've seen. 50. I don't even want to play. Could just be a value bet, but there's just too many people in the hand. Not going to carry on. But then after this, but the iMovie, it converts fine. Like they were ripping on it, but my thought is like the camera quality you have is going to come from the camera, not the conversion software. So let's see if we have a bet, see if I like my fold. Any sort of bigger bet here? Well, I think there was, no, I think somebody raised. Yeah, somebody raised. So I would have been out on the raise. Got a double shove, ace 2, ace king. So, split pot, neutralizes. Full house with aces on the river. What was that? Just different aces with different high cards. Not bad. And again, it's not bad if you don't mind losing the chips and want to shove and have fun. It's never bad to do that either. But what else would I was saying? Oh, the conversion. Yeah, for the videos, it's like the resolution's going to come from the video, and so it's like what features of a 4 low pair, what features of an editing software really makes a difference to me? Does it crash? Is it reliable? And again, iMovie does 4K output, so it's like I literally trim these videos when I'm sitting on the computer. I don't barely trim anything because I don't have to walk up to a camera. But then I throw up a title screen and trim like a second or 2 off the front and back of each clip. So it's like, whoa, what top secret editing features do you have? Better transitions? Sick. Ace queen, didn't really watch it. Sorry, I was talking about editing. But again, you can watch the hands, make your own assessments. 4-9 offsuit, not going to play it. So back down. So this is a good dynamics. First 2 or 3 tournaments, I was pretty much low stack, fighting to stay alive, playing hands I could shove on. Last tournament with the opening hand, full house, it was pretty much higher stack throughout the tournament. Now I basically I don't say doubled up, but got to like 2,200, 2,300, back down to 1,000, back up, and now back down. So again, the nines, that was a good hand. That was cool. So we have a raise pre-flop, pretty substantial. We have 3 people in, big looking board for a raise like that. Flush is showing pocket full house potential, triple tens. Somebody should bet. There's 750. My guess is slow playing. Attempting to slow play my guess is there's a flush and maybe a versus full house. Certainly we'll call and be able to see here. Jack 10. Not bad. Once he triples up, he tripled up on the 10. That's where his big bet came from. Maybe one just had ace king, just dominant top pair. 50. Yeah, the player 5's the nice courteous player of this game. But I have to go to the grocery store today. Got some Flyer Stromboli yesterday, so 5 raise I am out. I recommend Flyers Stromboli. It's good. I get the Bomber Stromboli. I looked at, I wanted to get, I got this like $10 coupon in the mail. I can move into a new house. Here's your local business's coupon pack. So it was like, spend this $10 like cash. That was cool. So I got $1.75 Stromboli for dinner yesterday. But highly recommend them. They're good. So we have a shove. So there's a decision, call or to call or not to call. We do have a call too. I'd get out of the way. And that's 2 has the dominant, super dominant hand. Oh, hits the king, need a flush. Yeah, 8's done. So ace queen suited versus ace king, completely reasonable by both players. Come on. Rockets, big blind. So now I've gotten rockets several times this game. So again, hopefully we can get to the double up or again another substantial pot in my favor. Bum ba dum bum bum, and I think I folded rockets early in the game. But once the board changes, your pocket pair. Again, if we get a shove here, obviously I will call. Hope so. If not, I will just check through see the big blind as well. So top pair, flush potential. We should see a bet from him. Try to just push me out immediately. So I will call that. Give it a second or two. Oh! But again, it doesn't. You could be at the bathroom and people really wouldn't notice the difference. So I'll check again. There's a straight draw out there with a 9 jack. Now there's just an open-ended straight draw. So now I'm going to come back with a little bet. Hopefully he does not have the 1 card straight and thinks I do. Obviously with rockets kicker. So again, that's the danger with checking rockets that late. Again, you get 1 card flush, 1 card straight. Your betting power really goes to 0. So I came back. I was faking the 1 card straight with the rockets kicker. So ace 3 as the low stack, or as the small blind. Again, no convincing high stack, no convincing low stack. I'm towards the lower end of the board, as is apparent. Heir apparent. It's a book I read back in the day. Now we have the big blind checking through. I have a 3 kicker. I will try to push him out, and I get the snap fold. 10-6 offsuit. I am out. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I don't know. Probably salmon today. We've done pork chops recently, stromboli recently, chicken. No, chicken's always on the menu. Los pollos. Big bet to me. That's a. If I'm going to call that bet again, that's going to be a re-raise to a shove. So that bet size to me doesn't make any sense. Again, if I was one, I would just shove. 5 keeps saying well played to everything. That's not well played. 5. Bet sizing could have been more convincing. If he wants a call, bet smaller. If you want a decision, shove. No one's going to bet a third to a fifth of their chip stack. Again, 5 would have been 80%, and 9 would have been 50 to 60% without completely being ready to shove. So Jack 8 suited, 5, 1 versus 1, good size bet. Probably had something middle pair, maybe flush draw. 1 versus 1, good bet. Push him out of hand. Queen 4 offsuit. I am folding. I did outside chores today, and I will be doing inside chores tomorrow. Did clean the kitchen. I will be doing laundry as well. So again, in addition to doing 1 to 2 videos a day, I am running a full house, literally a house by myself, all of the chores, everything. And it's not that the chores are like so time consuming. It's like if you cook dinner for your girlfriend or your wife, it's a little more enjoyable. And go watch a movie or go hang out or go on a walk afterwards. Just to cook a meal, eat it, wake up, make a movie, get no views, and do the same thing for 5 continuous years. It's just like, fuck this shit. What are you gonna do? Big bet has something. Again, weird bet size. Pocket kings, wanted to take the pot. But still, even at that, why not shove? Like, again, that's a convincing bet. If you're gonna call that at 1,700 chips, you're going to shove that. So it's like, I just don't, these medium big bets don't mean anything. Like, I don't, again, another thing where it's like, we'll see, well, 1 could, but 5 is not over there thinking. 5's not over there thinking. He's going to type in well played to himself. But those bigger bets where it's like 700 to 800 chips, and then And then not shoving, it's like just that's off-putting as a bet size to me. Not the hands, just the bet size. King 7 I would have hit top pair again. King 7. It's still kind of a low card, but king off card hits. It does. So a decent sized bet after the turn. Probably hit something. If he checks it, he has nothing. He could come back with a bet here and take it. Pocket 7s had something. So not a bad bet from one. Wanted to push 8 out of the hand with 100. Wasn't going to follow up with the betting with a king queen jack showing, but had a backup pair. So good. That was a good play. Good betting size from one. We have a 1 raise from 5. Still not. With all these other shorts, man, I just don't. It's not even it's not the time. It's just like, what am I going to do today? It's like if I have to do a bunch of other stuff, it's like I'm not going to play the guitar. I don't care. We got a shove. Probably will. Somebody will call. Good bet by 2. Both people liable to shove on a raise of that size, or of that size and chip stack. Gets a call. Nice. Maybe a triple shove. Triple shovies. 4-6 offsuit. He's gonna take the pot with a fully. I think an absolute ridiculous call from 8. Obviously got the double slump, but I think absolutely ridiculous call. The other people, once they shove and they start slipping over, I can't see it super fast. But yeah, ludicrous call from 8. Must be just done with the tournament. 4-6 offsuit with 2 shoves. You can just get out of the way easily on a 1 raise and still have 1,000 chips. So to me, nonsense call from 8 poker. Hits the full house with a 6. So that's fun. Hey, good for me. 2 more players out of the tournament. I think the other 2 people called reasonably. Again, low, kind of medium, low stack, lower end of the board. Blinds are getting bigger. 7-8 suited. Let's have a go. But 4-6 offsuit, calling a double shove to a triple shove and getting the full house. Slop. That's sloppy. Player 8's wife got that sloppy. Oops, sorry. 7-8 suited. That board, I'm just going to check or fold. I'm not going to try to, not a chip stack where I can try to push people out. Hits an 8, so I'm going to bet 200. Have something, not betting nothing. I'm gonna say that's not lucky, but that's just it's a timid hand. If someone comes back and raises me, I'm almost certainly gonna fold, even at that level where I could, I think a novice player, someone done with the turn, will just shove and say whatever it is, what it is. But trying to, as a disciplined poker player, if they would have come back with the raise, I would have folded. So got lucky with a river pair, throwing a 2-bet to see if I take the hand, and I do. So a 3 raise, smaller blind raising the bigger hand. 8's high stack, not convincing. So another bet, pocket pair for sure. 6, pocket pair, maybe even 3 of a kind, maybe 2. I don't see a 2 pair you'd be raising that size without the chip stack. So my guess is pocket pair, sees that board, comes back with another convincing bet. 8 probably has a draw, doesn't hit, folds. Ace 10 suited. I'm gonna apply a little pressure as the low stack, try to make a decision. Certainly a callable raise. Not too much where it puts my entire tournament stakes in jeopardy should someone call. And if I hit something, it'll be a good hand. It's literally nothing, so I'll be checking. I don't care if they pounce all over me. Well, he bet, so he hit. That's king, queen, king, ace, queen, something like that. Another big bet. If I was 8, and let's say I would have hit something, I would have come back with a smaller bet, because I probably would almost certainly would have called with ace 10 suited. And if I hit an ace or a 10 or a flush draw. So, bet sizing from 8 on this one. Let's see if 4 calls, but, and this is just bet sizing. Again, I obviously don't know what he has, but bet sizing throws me a little off there. So I don't think that's super great. Can't be sure without seeing. And then, I don't know what else I was rambling on about. We had a 2 raise, the iMovie. Yeah, like I said, I trimmed some videos. It outputs in 4K resolution, and it does convert in the conversion speed. So what features would I care about? Does it crash? Does it convert the resolution levels I want? And which one renders the fastest? And so it's like I don't know what the secret sauce is for Adobe Premium for $300 or Final Cut Pro for like $300 as well, or $220 or whatever. Because that's what I looked into, was the Apple Final Cut. I think you get like a 90-day free trial, so that's a long time period. You know, I edit videos daily, so certainly know if I like the software by then. So I was gonna try that, but iMovie works fine for me. I mean, it converts 50-minute 4K videos in 30 minutes, and typically that would take an hour to an hour and a half on my Wondershare on my laptop after it crashes 14 times. So I just wanted to try this out. Jack Ace, again, another big raise, but against a smaller stack. Again, if I'm calling that, I'm shoving, so it's an equivalent bet as a shove. I just don't know why I don't click shove all in. Is there any dynamics to seeing a big bet versus a shove all in? No, maybe to a novice player. Like, there's some more audio, like there's little animations. You hear the chip shove sound. But a big bet against a low stack, if they're gonna call that, they're gonna go all in. Big, again, I'm pretty much convincing low stack. Everybody else is about the same 8's high stack. So, convincing low stack, not out of it. Certainly, anytime anybody has anything, and I'm a blind, or a big blind, they'll be applying pressure to me. Again, I'm at the range now where I'm calling shovable hands. And the blind range is getting down here, so we'll be stepping up. I need a shovable hand. I've played well. Just cards haven't gone in my favor. That ace 9 versus 9, whatever I had, that was a good hand. Good hand. Well played by both, and that depleted my chip stack. Not on the ropes yet. If I was at like 600 chips against this board, the rest, like the players, I'd be saying I'm on the ropes. So, a 3-bet from 9, a raise from 8. My guess is 9 hit a middle pair trying to shove 8 out of the hand. 8 hit the ace something and comes back with a raise. So, I think well played by both. Oh, poor 5 got slumped in that sloppy hand. So I don't think we're going to get any more nice hands from our courteous player 5. 7-2. Can you watch tournaments? Like, I think, yeah, no, it kicks you out immediately. You can't still watch once you're out. But, so we'll see how the 1080p goes. 3 people in the hand. I don't know which, this is a tournament live stream 5. Or live commentary 5. So, surprised nobody said anything with a raise. There's no raises, just calls. So, probably just draws their hands. Again, big blind, small blind are in. Maybe hit a straight there. Maybe have that thing a straight there. Let's see, does it show? No. Again, as a conservative play, I'm always thinking the highest hand that you could possibly get with the next card is the one you got. But maybe just high pair, maybe just a 10 on the river. Queen 10. So again, I can maybe play one more hand. Now let's just shove this. Let's just call it. See if we can see if we get a raise, I'll probably shove it all in. But we will see if we can get to see the flop. Because after this hand, I'll have to shove. Because I'll be the big blind next hand. Hits the top pair, we're shoving. We're shoving. See, now I'm not going to slow play it. Top pair, good kicker. Potential flush draw out there. 4 people in the hand, make a decision. We getting it to it. We slumping each other. We pulling up on the opposite. I was gonna say the N-word. I'm trying to keep the poker stream the N-word free. Fucking care. Fuck it, my nigga. Would have hit the 2 pair, but I was gonna say the young nudie line. Opposite. Fuck op shit, nigga. We pull up on op shit. You know that we pop shit. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it N-word free, but fuck it. I don't care. Oh, words scare me. I'm a slave. Yeah, words don't scare me. So, again, blinds are big enough where I get a little more juice now. And that's 2 or 3 blinds that I will survive. And so, would have hit the 2 pair, but again, the decision was made. Top pair, good kicker, low stack. Apply that pressure on the ops. So, low pair. And by the time anybody watches any of my stuff, they're going to know who I am. They're going to care what I say. They just like to steal from me. Ace Queen, offsuit as the high blind. Again, have a little more wiggle room, but like the hand, you got to play poker. So no one calls. I just want to play the dumb big blind now. Doesn't hit anything. Hand's completely neutralized. Again, it's an easy call from 8 to, as a small blind, a check here. I will bet. See, a flush draw, my guess is 8 is trying to push the big blind out, which he might do. I don't even want to. I could call that. I think almost certainly it's a value bet with nothing. I have good kickers. Oh, hit the jack. So, good bet for me. I think it's a good bet for me. Looked like a value bet. Was top pair. As the low stack for me there. Again, if I was anything but the low stack, I almost certainly would have called, thinking that was a value bet. So I think that was a good bet for me. But speaking of the N-word, I watched the Phil Dawson clip again. That is fucking internet history. Well, can you lend a nigga a pencil? Nigga this, nigga that. Well, can you lend a nigga a pencil? I put the AH on the end for emphasis. It's nigga. I can't. That shit needs to send that shit to the aliens. How do human beings learn? Send that shit to the fucking aliens. Everyone go watch that clip. It is absolutely fucking hilarious. It is not racist in any way. And Keyshawn be lying. Keyshawn be lying in the clip. It's the top comment. It's facts. Basically, it's just a news article. Some teacher called a black student the N-word. Teacher was white. He does it in a way where it's not racist at all. He's literally picking up the phonetics. We talked about it in my language series. But the comedy of the clip is unrivaled. Fucking unrivaled. So hopefully somebody else would have played the hand. Again, obviously like pocket kings a lot. Aces out there, big blind. I'm going to shove all in, just try to take the pot immediately. Aces will slump me here. Yep, so that's poker. But again, that was a decision I made. So I finished 6th. But yeah, so final thoughts on there. Again, I made the decision to try to take the pot with pocket kings. Again, pre-flop, that would have been a great shove. Just with the big blind in there, I wanted to see the flop. He hit the ace. I still think it's unlikely as the big blind to have the ace, so I shove all in. Easy call from the big blind, and takes me out. So I got slumped. Moment of silence for me. But overall, I played well. I executed my strategy well. Some good ups and downs. This pocket 9, the triple 9 hand was certainly good for both players. Well played. Saw a lot of good dynamics. The king, the last hand, could have shoved pre-flop. Do I think I would have gotten a call on that? Ace 9 as the big blind. I would have been more apt to fold, but again, plenty of people are not as conservative as me playing. So, again, poker. I lost the hand out of the tournament. But sorry, I got to finish up. Yes, we got to do did some nigga in this episode. But the clip is absolutely just fucking hilarious. It's just like it's like a news station. It's like 4 or 5 minutes on YouTube. It's only got like 300,000 views. There's the can you lend a nigga a pencil section cropped out that's got maybe like 1.2 million, but it is just comedic fucking gold. And the news reporter's interviewing Keyshawn, the black student. I don't know, he's probably like, 7th grade, like later middle school. And the interviewer's a black lady, and the interviewer's like, Keyshawn, did you use the N-word first? And Keyshawn's like, no. Other people said I said the word, but I didn't, because I definitely didn't say the word. And he just says it in a way where it's like the top comment says, Keyshawn be the lion. So the whole fucking clip of that 4 minutes is just some of the most fucking funniest shit I have ever literally seen. I just happened to watch it yesterday. But I was really just, the only reason I said the N-word in this one was because I was thinking of a rap lyric. I don't see the reason to censor my words with a rap song or ever. So, so poker stream with some N-words, some commentary about cutting the grass, and Andrew Tate, and who was the other dude we talked about in this one? The Full Send, the Nelk Boys. What did they do? I think they did like pranks. But yeah, nothing really against them. It's just the podcast flow from them. It just hasn't been great when I've tried to watch an episode or two. Oh, and some weightlifting. We talked about some good weightlifters today. So that will be the end of this one. Went out of the tournament, played well, ups and downs, didn't get into the money, saw some good dynamics. Poker. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Hopefully this uploads well. And well, see you soon. Thanks for watching.